Tali, that's a very good question. I think every parent asks that every single day of their lives. And before a child is born, I think every parent has their hopes and their dreams, what they want from their child. They want their child to be social. They want their child to be healthy. They want their child to be intelligent. Of course, they want their child to be good looking. And the Hebrew word for nachas is commonly used to describe a parent's pride and gratification they derive of their children's character and achievement. But in reality, our children arrive and they each have their own personalities, they each have their own capabilities, and each child is unique. So long before modern psychologists came along, King Solomon, the wisest of all men, said, "Chanoch lenar al pi darpeh," educate each child according to their needs. It's about them, not about us. So here are a few points to consider. The first point is that often parents want to be proud of their children. They want to have nachas, as they call it, of their children, because it gives them a certain image and a certain status in the community. And every community has their own social norms, their own expectations. And if a child doesn't fit into those norms, the parent feels like a failure. And what we have to remember, that it's not a competition of parents, and children are not nachas machines. The second point I want to bring out is that successful parenting suggests that each child is very unique. And every child has their own needs. For one child, it might mean to cater for them, you have to change them to a different school. For another child, it might mean more sport or less academic, or the other way around. For a third child, it might be going to a therapist. But every child has their unique needs. And we must meet our child for where they're at, not where we expect them to be. The third point I want to bring out is that every child needs love and respect. When a child is younger, love dominates. But when a child is older, respect dominates. And we have to respect their choice of what they want to be. That does not mean that we have to agree with them, but we have to respect them as people for where the choices they make in their lives. The fourth point is that if your happiness should not depend on your child. If your happiness depends on your children's success, it's too much pressure on them. And it's very unfair. It's not about you, it's about your child's journey. And the fifth point I want to bring across is about guilt. Guilt, often parents feel guilty, and we should not feel guilty what we should have done, what we could have done. Guilt is a very crippling emotion. And it's all about you. The guilt is all about you. And remember, it's not about you. This is about their journey. So to sum it up, children do not belong to us. They belong to God. And God has entrusted us and blessed us to raise them, to guide them. And we have to cherish that. And the truth is, of course we want nachas from our children. And we all do have nachas from our children. It all depends how we define nachas. Just celebrate every one of your children's achievements. Celebrate their accomplishments. And that is genuine nachas. Just to add that it's not always easy. It's a journey, like every part of parenting. It's a journey, and sometimes it just takes a shift of our mind. I just want to make one more point, that as much as we call nachas from our children, it's really important that our children are proud of us and our children have nachas from us. When my father-in-law, Rabbi Groner, once went by the Rebbe for dollars, he took along one of his grandchildren. The Rebbe turned to the grandchild and said, "May you always have nachas from your grandfather." Thank you, Tali. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. And thank you for highlighting that there is nachas from each child's individual journey and their own individual success. I think if we take on all the points you've made, there's going to be a lot of happier, less stressed parents and children. So thank you very much. Our next